Hey people, happy Victoria Day. At least here in Ontario and much of the rest of Canada. Hope you're all having a good long weekend. And people watching from outside of Canada, hope you had a good regular weekend, I guess. It is what, Monday the 18th? It is 8 p.m. and it's 30 degrees Celsius right now here in Toronto. 34 with the humidex. It is hot, it is muggy, and I stayed in all day avoiding the heat. But thankfully it's maybe going to start cooling off a bit now as I make my way east all the way to the beaches area, Woodbine Beach or Woodbine Park area. We're going to watch the fireworks. The Victoria Day fireworks. Getting ahead of myself here. And hello to Chantel, hello Picard. Engage. What's up Leo Chung, William Elliott, Be Nice Again. John Nicholson, Ash Nix, welcome everyone. So the fireworks are at 10 p.m. so a fair bit of walking to do before we make our way over there, so I think the timing should work out pretty well. What's up Drew Costin? Hello Veritex. Chris Anderson, welcome. Mr. Majestic, hello. 100 people already in the chat here or watching. What's up, Choppy? Hello, Zach. Human self-driving, hello. And Rochelle. Let's get this walk on the road here. What's up, Mark M? So I think I'll take Gerrard Street all the way to Coxwell. So I got a long Gerrard Street walk. And my phone is already telling me it's too hot. There isn't even any sun shining on it or anything. It just doesn't like the air. The air around it is too hot for it, apparently. Hey, Richmond Tan. Hey Susie, happy Victoria Day. Oskinonton Lane. And hello Jada, happy Victoria Day. This can be quite the interesting laneway to walk down at times. You never know what you might find. Lee Boyce, is that right? Ottawa canceled the fireworks. That is lame. But Ottawa does put on a pretty big Canada Day show, though. Maybe they can't afford to do both. I was in Ottawa last year on Canada Day to stream the fireworks. Hello, SG. An iPhone cooler fan. This is a Samsung phone, but I guess it would work either way. I figure once it gets dark, it'll cool off a bit. Hello, Chowdhury. Gertrude, it's hot. Don't you live in the Toronto area? It's probably just as hot where you are. Mr. Adam's apple. Yeah, there were fireworks just a few nights ago, right? When Drake did his album release thing at the waterfront or by the CN Tower. And there were fireworks on Toronto's birthday not too long ago. Hey, just Smitty. Noisy little bird right there. A bunch of them here. Yo, Alex. I'm going to try to find a spot where my signal won't go to shit while I'm streaming the fireworks. Every year I have the same issue, right? If you want to get to where the fireworks are, you're surrounded by crowds of people. And then once the fireworks begin, everyone is using their phones. And the signal just dies while you're trying to stream the fireworks. So I'm going to stay a little further back from the crowd. I'll find a spot where I'll still be able to see where the fireworks will be visible, right? Up in the sky. But maybe not right in the middle of the crowds. We'll see if I can accomplish that. Because it's always a drag when you're streaming the fireworks and all of a sudden it starts buffering. Hey, Ken Lan, hello. All right, Parliament Street, Cabbagetown. I also don't want to get eaten up by bugs. Hey, Jefferson, hello. Doc 4, what's up? This woman across the street inside of a bus shelter is screaming, "Leave me alone, leave me alone, stop harassing me," but she's all by herself in there. There's no one in there with her. She's still screaming. Hey Jillian, hello. Ugh, the air feels soupy. Very still kind of air. Chowdhury. I think tomorrow's going to be hot, but then on Wednesday it's going to cool off again. Like 15 degrees or something. That sounds good to me. Hello, the color purple. Will I see Sapand? I don't know, maybe. Maybe he'll have a good spot. Good spot with a good signal. I noticed these buildings are all boarded up, awaiting demolition. This one still has bikes on its balcony. Just abandoned bikes, I guess. No one wants to claim these bikes. There's no one left in those buildings. They're all boarded up. So if you want to climb up there, you can get yourself a bike, I guess. This is Regent Park. Old housing project. How far is it to Woodbine Park? About an hour and a half walk from when I started. Hey, Chris Go Cats. The windows are boarded up because they're about to be torn down. It's all being redeveloped. This is the old Regent Park. And they've been rebuilding it phase by phase. See some new looking buildings over there. That's all former parts of Regent Park, the old projects that have been torn down and replaced by new buildings. So the same thing will happen here. Some new buildings will be constructed. Yo, crikey. Get my power bank to actually power my phone here. It's plugged in, but nothing's happening. Hello, Midge Adams and Cookies and Chaos. Welcome to the stream. Limitless Thinker. What's up, Wendy? Got a big scratch at Woodbine. And hopefully I don't get a big scratch. Hey, Lucy and Aaron Hockey. It's a muggy evening in Toronto. Sticky and muggy. Soupy. I have no idea about prices for auto body shops. find this stretch of Gerrard Street always feels a bit dull and long. Once you go like past Parliament Street over to Broadview. Once you pass Broadview though, it gets a bit more interesting. There's not much to look at along this part of Gerrard Street right here. Well, we do have the Don Valley. I guess that's something to look at. And the river. Hey, Carl Roth. And the never-ending work that's being done. Every streetcar line. Good evening, Megan. There's the mighty Dawn. Hello, Debbie. Whew, actually get a bit of a breeze here. Haven't felt even a wisp of a breeze since I started streaming until now. Yeah, it's still 30 degrees, or at least it was when I started the stream. 8 p.m. and still 30 degrees. Almost there, yeah. Not gonna lie, I was kind of dreading this stream a little bit just because I knew I'd be out walking through this. Just sweating up a storm. And I don't have my AC installed yet, so my apartment feels like a furnace. My apartment is almost 30 degrees inside. I'm not sweating, I'm not doing it right. I guess I'm doing it right then. I'm doing it right. My apartment windows face southeast. Mostly east, but also south a little bit. I can look south if I want to, if I turn my head. But if I'm just looking straight, I look east. Chris Mills, hello. Are fireworks legal? Yeah, they're legal. It's very humid. All right, Broadview. East Chinatown. Evening, Yvonne. Run away. Yeah, I have 2 fans, so my fans are being put to use. I'll probably install my AC before the end of the month. Hey, here in Monaco. Over 300 concurrent viewers. We're making our way to the fireworks. If you're just joining, walking along Gerrard Street, we're going to walk all the way to Woodbine Park by Ash Bridges Bay. The fireworks will be going off at Ash Bridges Bay, right by Woodbine Beach. The fireworks aren't until 10 p.m., right? You have to wait till it's dark. Hey, Alan K, math doctors. Geez, my phone is hot. It's like hot to the touch. Hey, Greg, good evening. Hey, the prom is coming up here at Degrassi High. Well, it's called Eastdale Collegiate Institute, but I call it Degrassi High because it's right at the corner of Degrassi Street. May 14th, I guess it's already happened. They already had their prom. I wonder if Joey showed up with his t-shirt tucks. See, Degrassi. Why isn't this school called Degrassi High? I have no idea. It totally should be. Yeah, I didn't go to my prom either. I didn't even go to my own high school graduation or my university graduation. I was never into ceremonial type activities, I guess. I don't know. I was just like, nah, I don't want to go do all that nonsense. I didn't even show up to get my picture taken for the high school yearbook for the last couple years of high school. I kind of regret that a little bit, because I came across a Facebook page for my old high school, and they have all the high school yearbooks uploaded in the photos section. Like the entire yearbooks are uploaded there, so I was looking at them.
Hey, bud, can you get some water for her?
If I had any.
Can you get some water for her?
If I had any.
What is that?
Can I get some water where I'll just shoot it out of my butt? I don't know. But I was looking at these old high school yearbooks, and I was in the first couple of years, you know. I was just looking at all the old familiar faces and all that, and I was like, I should have just at least got my picture taken, just so I have a photographic record of what I look like for the last couple of years of high school. There are other photos, I think, of me taken from around that time, you know, not school-related photos, but still. Hey, Phil, what wedding? Maybe Carl. I usually get a good audience when the fireworks are going off. Of course, New Year's Eve is the big one. I can rack up a couple of hundred new subs during the New Year's Eve fireworks. Tonight, well, won't be that many. Maybe like 30 or 40, I don't know, it's hard to say. Might not even be that many. Yeah, math doctors, I'm going to try to stay a little further away from the crowds so the signal doesn't crap out on me. Alright, happy Victoria Day, everyone, if you're just joining. I'm gonna go watch the fireworks, making our way there. 10 p.m. will be fireworks time. Still got a little ways to go. Feeling like I have to sneeze. Whew. It's hot, people. It be hot. Joe Bob Gaming. We're on Gerrard Street, heading east. What's up, Queen West? Well, we have to walk to the fireworks, and they don't start till 10 p.m., right? So, you know, it's a stream to walk to the fireworks, and then we watch the fireworks. And then maybe after the fireworks, I'll go back home again and keep streaming. We'll see. We'll see how my phone is after that. Free chair. Paradigm Minor. Where do you think we are? We're not like in the heart of downtown here. You want to see crowds? Watch some of my thousands of videos walking around Toronto. There's plenty of crowds. Plenty of busy streets and all that sort of stuff that you expect. There'll be lots of crowds once we get to where the fireworks are, I can tell you that. Too many crowds, actually. I'm going to try to avoid them. Crowds are signal killers when you're trying to stream. Maple Leaf Tavern. Here's the Gerrard Square Mall. Apparently lots of businesses were able to stay open today. Victoria Day is no longer a day when everything has to shut down. So I wonder how many took advantage of that today. I wonder if the mall was open today here. It's probably closed now since it's, you know, in the evening, but I bet you it was open today. Hey, later, Queen West. What's up, Sean? Of course, right downtown on Yonge Street, everything stays open on every holiday except for Christmas. So that would be nothing different for stuff on Yonge Street to be open today. But all these neighborhoods out here, normally all this stuff would be closed today. Like grocery stores, Walmart, Winners, you know, that sort of thing. G Edible. Now my nose is all runny because I keep feeling like I have to sneeze. Are there particulate in the air? What's the air quality right now? Is it bad? It's like the air is irritating my nose. It's muggy. It's muggy everywhere. Muggy here. Muggy there. Muggy, muggy everywhere. The J. Arthur. Watching the game in there. I never know when there's a game. I totally don't pay any attention to the game schedules. So I was like, oh, there's a sports game today? What sport is it today? I don't know. Is it the ball sport or the puck sport? Old rut gut. Oh, so there's both ball and puck sports going on right now. Okay. Look at this old building. Everything's all vacant here. Jones Avenue. Mr. Jones. Do I still have my beard? Debbie wants to know. There it is. Yeah. Am I going to shave it off? Eventually, I guess. Before I die, I'm sure I'll shave it off at some point before I die. Is there going to be a big storm after the fireworks? I don't know. That would be neat. It doesn't look like the sky is threatening to get all stormy or anything, no? But maybe a bit later. So I'll take us through a little India up ahead, or the Gerrard India Bazaar, I think is the proper name for it. And then that'll take us to Coxwell, and then I'll go down Coxwell, down to Queen. Almost walking to the beaches neighborhood, really. Very close to it. Woodbine Beach is one of the beaches, right? That's why they call it the beaches and not the beach, because there's several beaches that are all strung along there with different names. It's one continuous beach, but it has different sections that have different names, so they call it the beaches. Not just the beach. Gollum Precious. All the time, Gollum Precious. I mean, it hasn't happened lately because I'm being really extra cautious and careful. But over the course of my YouTubing career, it's happened many times, yeah. Which has resulted in the loss of much ad revenue. Sometimes even 5 seconds of a song is enough to get me a copyright claim. It doesn't have to be like 30 seconds or anything, no, 5 seconds. Barely more than a snippet. Am I prepared for the storm? Not really. I wouldn't mind getting rained on, I think. I probably won't be streaming if it's storming, but I wouldn't mind getting rained on. It might feel good. I didn't bring my umbrella now, because it didn't say there was any rain in the forecast when I looked. But then again, I've made that mistake many times, right? Don't believe the forecast. They don't know what they're doing. They're just throwing a dart at a board and hoping for the best. That's all they're doing. rain, holding off until after 10. Okay. Well, that works because the fireworks are at 10. If the weather is not very good, I can just hop on a streetcar and head home on the streetcar. Yeah, I'll leave my clothes on, I guess. I don't want to go against YouTube's community guidelines or anything. Whew. No name says 10:30 now. That works for me. Okay, we're almost at 400 concurrent viewers. We might have a good crowd by the time the fireworks are starting. Maybe over 500, maybe even more. We'll see, I guess. Whoa. Jesus, kid. I'm on the sidewalk walking, which is what you're supposed to do on a sidewalk. Don't be ringing your bell at me on your wheeled vehicle on the sidewalk. Alright, we're coming into Little India. Hey, Carlos. Hello. Want to say hi? She wants to be shown on stream, I think, yeah. I hate loud motorcycles, though. I think they're kind of ridiculous, to be honest. The free little gallery. That's cool. Take a piece, leave a piece. Little artworks. You can put your little artworks in here for people. Hey, Dixon Cider, hello. My battery just keeps going down. It's like I said last time, even with my power bank plugged in, my phone will not charge when it's too hot like this. It will not charge, it just goes down. But when it's cold, it actually charges. It stays fully charged at 100% when I have it plugged in on a cold day. But But now it's at 70%. It just keeps going down. I've never seen a little art gallery. Me neither. That was the first for me too, yeah. Hey, thank you, Chantel. That's right. Hit all the buttons, do all the things, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Come and say hi in the chat if you want, if you've never done before. I go live 3 times a week usually. Usually Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are my live stream days. But on the other 4 days of the week, I'll still post a pre-recorded video to the channel. And there'll be a premiere of the video, so we watch it with a live chat. So it's almost like a wannabe live stream, I guess. The chat is live, even if the video is not. But if you do like the actual live streams, yeah, make sure you hit that notification bell. Have I ever had a run stream, like while I'm running? No. Here's the Lahore Tikka House. Chuck Bradshaw, good evening. Ooh, check out the Desi Burgers. They're all decked out with some nice lighting here. Desi Burger, right beside Desi Burger. Which Desi Burger is the real Desi Burger? Please stand up. Please stand up. Are they both real? Hey, thanks, Chuck. I'm glad you enjoy them. It's getting dark now. Let's see if it feels any cooler once the darkness moves in. I doubt it. What's up, Jacques? Got some vacancies here in Little India. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vacancies in a row there. This side is looking okay though. Hello, Dawn. Or Donna, sorry, I should say. What's up, Donna? And Jasmine, welcome. You don't need to go to Brampton for Little India. We have one right here in Toronto's East End here. There's also a Little Bangladesh not too far away, up on the Danforth.
मिल बैठ के खुशी मिलती है ना देखो खाने में मैं अपने घर में पता नहीं उससे ज्यादा
Indian vegetarian cuisine.
Is this like a live stream?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Or just to anyone, I guess?
On YouTube?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the Ken Continuum on YouTube.
The Ken Continuum.
Ken
Are you
Continuum.
from Toronto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So you're just like
Yeah.
Street at night kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm heading to the fireworks.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just
And
kind of taking
Continuum.
a scenic route to the
Yeah,
fireworks.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay, take care, man.
You too. Cheers. Very friendly dude there. I thought he was Johnny for a sec. Oops. Someone's setting off their own fireworks. You hear that a lot, actually. All night there'll be people setting off fireworks in their yards or in the street. Sometimes on the streetcar, believe it or not. Teenagers tend to do shit like that. They'll set off fireworks inside of a bus or streetcar, which is not cool and not smart. Hey, donkey, hello. No, they're not prohibited in Toronto. I think there are rules about how you use them and all that, but you can go buy fireworks, you can set them off. The two-headed dog.
It is an easy plan, right? It is.
Hey, Francis. That guy was tall, that guy who talked to me a few minutes ago. Something. Hey, we're almost at Coxwell already. My phone is complaining that it's hot again. Alright, calm down, phone.
And the sidewalk, actually.
No High Park after 9 o'clock. But the thing is
Alright, Coxwell. There's always a joke in the back of my mind about the street name Coxwell, but maybe I'll forego that for tonight. Why do we celebrate Victoria Day? I guess because of Queen Victoria at one time, you know, was a big deal. Her birthday is like on the 24th. But Victoria Day, the holiday, falls on the penultimate Monday of May. So it varies on what date that might fall upon, but people used to call this weekend May 24, because like I said, her birthday is actually on the 24th. Surprisingly, some other Commonwealth countries do not celebrate Victoria Day. And I think even here in Canada, Quebec doesn't celebrate Victoria Day. They're like, screw Queen Victoria. Is Coxwell related to swelling sausage? I don't see why it wouldn't be. Mother of Confederation. John A. Macdonald was the father, I guess, of Confederation, right? Or was he? I don't know. But now most people hate his guts. Vandalize his statues and stuff. There's backyard fireworks over there. A Fate Formula. Little tiny bugs flying in my face. Be gone, bugs, be gone. Stormy nights. Hey, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. Maybe we'll have a stormy night tonight, actually, from what I hear. Kaylee is a bird. Hey, welcome to the stream, Kaylee. I remember talking to you when I was at Johnny's house. I think that stream Johnny and I did at his house is almost at 10,000 views now. It's not too shabby. Or his apartment, I guess. His bachelor pad. Slushy Wolf, happy Victoria Day. We're heading south down Coxwell towards the beach. Well, I wouldn't call 10,000 views viral, but it's not too bad, I guess, for a live stream on either of our channels. That would be a pretty good live stream. For a non-big event, anyway. But something like New Year's Eve, obviously we'll get a lot more views. I think the biggest stream I've ever had was a New Year's Eve stream, and it has something like almost 90,000 views, I guess. And I think Johnny's had some streams with a few 100,000 views. Also New Year's Eve, I believe. Hey, hello Scott. Yeah, it's decent for sure for, you know, like I said, just a non-big event kind of stream, yeah. I don't think two guys sitting in an apartment eating pizza is a big event. So if it could rack up 10K views, that's not too bad. Got about 48 minutes until fireworks time. Guess I'll have some time to kill once we get down there. Maybe I'll use that time to find a spot, right? A good spot where the signal won't get kiboshed. What's up, Arnold? GTSY is here again. Hope you're not too jealous there, GTSY.
What's your name on Twitch?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, what's your name on YouTube?
The Ken Continuum. Yeah.
I'll be on there in a second.
Right on. Hey, Chris the Pepsi driver. Well, I guess this washing machine has bit the dust. It's a whirlpool, but I guess everything has its lifespan. Yeah, most people just automatically see a streamer and... Oh, right on, thank you. Cheers. Most people just tend to associate streaming with Twitch more so than with YouTube. Because it's just something you hear, Twitch streamer, you don't really hear YouTube streamer. We're getting closer. I'm starting to see the crowds. Every year they tend to be ready for possible shenanigans, right? It's almost a tradition every year for teenagers to get up to shenanigans during the Victoria Day fireworks. Last year I saw the cops chasing some teenagers through the grass at Woodbine Park, and it was dark, and the teens were outrunning the cop, and the cop was running so fast he ended up tripping and falling face first into the grass. He never did catch them. They were like laughing too as they ran away from him. Because, like I said earlier, they tend to shoot fireworks off in a dangerous way, playing games, shooting them at each other, stuff like that, shooting them off inside the bus or the streetcar. How was my day? It was lazy. I didn't do anything. I just stayed in out of the heat all day. Just preparing myself to come out. Come out for a sweaty stream. Hey, 500 concurrent viewers. Yeah, it's hot today, man. It's hot today. Harvey's makes your hamburger a beautiful thing. I'm gonna take Northern Dancer Street or Road or whatever it's called down to the park. I'm not gonna follow all the crowds, because then I'll just get rounded up into the middle of a big crowd of people. And that's the same mistake I've made the last few years when I've streamed this. I end up on the beach surrounded by a crowd of people. And then the signal just craps out once the fireworks actually begin. Transit mobile scooter, hello. Here's Drake's venue that he opened up some years back. History. At least he was involved in this venue opening anyway. I don't think he owns it outright or anything like that, but he was involved. The googly eyes. Echo and the Bunnymen, holy moly, June 13th. Sadie's Wolf Mother. The Arkells. I recognize at least some of these names here, right? But the one that really caught my attention was Echo and the Bunnymen. Look at all the traffic. Hey, Debbie Lalonde, hey. Glad I can help. Got like Drake playing on that side and something else playing on this side. Getting copyright sandwiched here.
But what just happened, it just happened.
The beach. Welcome to the beach. Wrong, it's the beaches.
Oh, you think I'm that?
What's with this the beach nonsense? Alright, here's at Woodbine Park. So even from here, you can probably see the fireworks, you know, right from here. But we'll go a bit closer. We'll see how close we can get before the crowds start surrounding us. $534 viewers here. What are we, like, still over a half an hour away from fireworks time? But welcome everyone. Thanks for checking out my stream tonight. Come and say hi if you're new, maybe a first-time viewer. You do have to subscribe if you want to come and say hi, but you know, it's free. It's pain-free also, as far as I know, when you hit that button. Maybe it actually feels good when you hit that button. Maybe it feels really good. And it's dark. Those are people just setting off their own fireworks you hear off in the distance. Hey, it's our first sighting of the tower. Get to the tower! Get to it! Get to the tower! See how far away we are from downtown. I knew you'd like that, Jasmine. Yeah, I bet you from here you could get a good view of the fireworks. Got this open expanse here, nothing blocking the view, you know. And maybe it won't get too crowded here also. Maybe the signal will actually not get kiboshed. I bet you if you stand in the grass there, though, you might get some bug bites. Get home and find your body riddled with little bug bites or something. Maybe I'll stay on this path here. Once you're away from downtown, bugs are a thing. When you're right downtown, like I live downtown, there's no bugs. I mean, hardly any anyway. Like mosquitoes don't really exist downtown very much. You don't have to worry so much about that sort of thing. But when you're this far away from the heart of the city, got these Open expanses, a lot more greenery. And suddenly you might find yourself getting some bites. Hey, Donna, yeah, this might be a good spot, you know. Once the fireworks actually begin, I'm sure I can adjust my view to get the best look at them. With my luck, they'll be like right here behind this tree or something. I can easily get around that. Hey, classic noob. Riding Reckless, hello. Joe Bob Gaming, what's up? Welcome, welcome everyone. Maria, how you doing? Robbo Wabba. Just looking at the chat.
If you were my karate instructor,
I keep the phone steady with a gimbal. It's a stabilizing device that is holding my phone, and I hold the gimbal, so I can move around and it stays stable. We still have a half an hour until fireworks time though. Maybe I'll just walk around a bit and then we'll come back here or somewhere around here before the fireworks begin. We'll see if the crowds and all that are building up down here. I might end up coming right back here again. I dig the skyline view though. You can see downtown off in the distance. Ooh, that was a neat silhouette effect. So you can hear all those fireworks, but you can't see them. They're too small, just in people's yards. I think they got it all planned out here. Maybe they come here every year. Maybe they know this is a good spot right here. Your house is full of fireworks. Hopefully not going off inside your house. Somebody's playing a trumpet over there. feels a little cooler here, yeah. And there's a bit of a breeze coming off the lake, maybe. Yeah, a little better. Not quite as soupy feeling. Yeah, down on the beach, it's going to be actually packed. I'm not going to go down there. Like right at Woodbine Beach, it's just going to be masses of humans all crammed together down there. The fireworks are at 10 p.m. So we still got a bit of a wait here. Yeah, we're 500 people. We'll see how high it gets once the fireworks actually begin, right? Might get a few hundred more, maybe. I think I found my spot. Just here in the park, basically. Somewhere where there's a tree not in front of me. All the children say, hey, Bungalow Bill, what did you kill? Bungalow Bill. Hey, Budgie Flight. This is a nice spot here too. Got like all kinds of people. Got the big fountain. I don't know if you can see that fountain or not, but see it? It's kind of hard to see at night here. So obviously all these people know something, right? They've probably done this before. They know this is a spot where you can see the fireworks. Hey, Spirit Sky. So I'm sure if I just point up there, that's where they'll be. Joe Bob, I just believe in me. YouTube in me. And that's reality. I just answered you, Joe Bob. All right, 25 more minutes. Maybe I'll just wait here. Maybe I'll stop wandering around. Looks like my battery level has stopped declining. Maybe it's cooled off enough for my power bank to actually function here. Walks, lyrics, and more. Hello. What's up, Balda? 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Hopefully I'm not getting bitten by bugs here. I don't really notice any. Leanne Kolcheski, good evening to you. Are you ready for some fireworks? Are you ready? If the signal starts crapping out, I'll just move further back. If the crowd stays relatively thin right here, it should be okay. Because I think most people are trying to get closer to the beach, right? All these people tend to be heading down there. So maybe this area won't fill up where I am right now. There's a chance the signal might still crap out though, right? Just the mass of people in the general area might be enough. Hey, Whitby dude. It's too cold for mosquitoes. It's 30 degrees. This is prime mosquito weather here. Or it was 30 degrees. Maybe it's 28 now. Maybe it's still warm. And we got this big body of water here. This is prime mosquito birthing land right in front of us here. It's like a pond. It's like a pond with a fountain in it. Got the Utes with their terrible music. Hey, Squeaky Cat. Unrelated Sisters, hello. Say your name again. Wasn't that a scene from American Pie? Say my name. All right, but don't get too excited. Unrelated Sisters 3. I have a feeling this area is going to get crammed with people. We are in Toronto after all, right? If you think you're going to be away from people anywhere in Toronto during a major event, you're probably just dreaming. The crowds of people will congregate all around you at one point or another. Hey, Bestest Time is Reborn.
Not in one day. We're having a wedding in the same week.
Hey, Howard Charco. Good evening. Yeah, it's been a while since it's been almost 30 degrees this late in the evening. Yeah, it's been a while. Probably last fall sometime. Early fall. Yeah, the crowds are filling up here. I might end up moving away from this area a little bit if I have to. We'll see how the signal does once the fireworks start. Hey, Pizza Man. Hello, Chelsea Sierra. Yeah, I just thought I felt a raindrop, honestly, just like a few seconds ago. I was like, did I feel that, or is that just a bug bouncing off my face? Ringo at the end of Helter Skelter. I got blisters on my fingers. All right. About 15 and a half minutes to go.
I think so too. I think they hate having kids.
Yeah, that was totally Ringo saying that. I don't think there was any debate. He said himself that was him saying that. And it just sounds like Ringo. You love a rainy night? Oh, you love a rainy night. Yeah, that's right. Scott, Charles Manson, was a nut job. He thought the Beatles were sending him hidden messages in all of their songs on the White Album, instructing him to do all kinds of messed up things. He thought they were predicting a race war in the lyrics of their songs, right? And him and his followers would sort of ride it out, and then after the war was over, they'd sort of claim the leftover ruins of civilization as their own and try to rule over it. They're like a bunch of nut jobs, right? They did a little bit too much acid, I think. Alright, we're getting closer. Over 600 viewers here. Welcome everyone. We're almost at fireworks time. 10 p.m. is when it begins. Come and say hi in the chat. Hit subscribe in order to do that, but that's no biggie, right? Do me a solid. Come and say hi, hit the subscribe and the notification bell too if you do subscribe. So I go live 3 times a week on my channel here. Walking around Toronto usually. Hey, Broke. What's up, what's up? Well, I think I know who Broke is. 1969 was quite a year. Yeah, it was quite a year. Some really cool stuff happened in 1969, but also the whole Manson thing happened. Derek Chow, hello. This is your first Victoria Day celebration. Oh, that's cool, Rochelle. People don't really do much on Victoria Day.
Is there going to be fireworks here?
Well, I'm hoping this is a good spot here. Yeah.
No, which side is good? No, which side is good?
Well, I think this is good. I mean, if you want to get closer, you can go down to the beach, right? Yeah, but I think this is a good spot to get a view without so many people being around.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. As I was saying, people don't really do much on Victoria Day. It's just like a holiday, a day off work for most people. Although now, on this Victoria Day, businesses were allowed to open, so a lot of people ended up having to work today after all, right? Or if they did work, they got paid time and a half, I think. So I think a lot of businesses opted to stay closed today, just rather than pay their employees time and a half. I guess the big rich businesses could afford to stay open, and the smaller ones probably opted to close today. Hello, Dahlia, you're welcome. Yeah, this spot is filling up a lot more. But hopefully it'll still be sparse enough that my signal will hold steady. Is it double time and a half? Geez, that's even more then. See, we still have, like, you know, it's not jam-packed here. It's filled up a lot more since I first got here, but it's not jam-packed. And I can always go back over here if I want more space away from the crowds. Hey, over 700 people. Holy moly. Hey, Picard is here. Engage. Engage the fireworks. Just a never-ending stream of people going on this path behind me here. Just never-ending stream of people. There's just so many people in Toronto. It just boggles the mind. Just millions upon millions of people just... You laugh every time I do Picard. Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Is it gonna happen here?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping, yeah. People asking me, like I know more than they do about how good the view will be here. I don't know. I just came here because people were here looking like they knew. Hello, Neville. All right, 5 minutes to go. I guess I just look like I know something because I'm holding a gimbal with a phone. I look official or something. This guy must know. Cypher. They haven't even begun. All right, donkey. Jennifer Gala. Is Johnny here too? What's up, Strides? Katrina, hello. Hey, ready, Eddie. I'm sitting this one out. I might still go behind up that way. We'll see. Once the fireworks start, we'll see how the signal is. Yeah, Torontonians will eventually fill up every square inch, right, of a space during a big event. Every square inch will be full of Torontonians sooner or later by the time the big thing begins. So you might start off in a spot where you're sort of away from everyone, but you'll be completely surrounded by the time it actually starts. That's just the nature of Toronto. You're never truly away from the humans, no matter where you are. Miss Loba Bob, happy Victoria Day. Toronto's doo-wop music guy. All right, a minute and a half to go. Hey, later, crikey, you're leaving right when the fireworks are about to begin. Hey, Tiana. All right, 900 plus people. Welcome, everyone. Get ready. It's about to begin. Na 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 na. I imagine just right up there. Oh, they're over here. All right. People are all facing in the wrong direction. Let's see if I can get away from this big light over here. Too many trees here. Just trees everywhere around here. We are in a park, right? Alright, finally I found a good spot here. For some reason everyone was sitting and facing in the wrong direction over there. And I just assumed they knew what they were doing. See, my signal has dipped down quite a bit here, even over here. Richie, hugs for you. Cheers, thank you. Sure thing. My pleasure. That was a big one. hello Bigal, hello trailers. Yeah, the connection is lost some of its strength, but it's holding up at least. Whoops. Accidentally pulled on my cord. Boom. Hey Sheena, happy Victoria Day. Oh no, there's an airplane flying into the fireworks. Arcade Outpost. See that plane? They're getting a good view. What's up, Ruben?
You let off your own, nobody will know. Unless everybody knows.
Wow, is that the finale? It's like a heart-shaped cloud up there. That was good. It was almost 15 minutes. Almost. Oh, it's not done yet. Look at it. It's not done yet. Maybe that was the fake finale. Or maybe not. Let's see. Maybe that was it then. Oh, I still see more. Got some like little ones that are low. They're down low. Down low. Normally after the big finale they wouldn't have like little ones going off, right? So maybe that wasn't the finale? They just had a few leftover ones? Let's just shoot these ones off. What the hell? Yeah, that was unusual, the way they did that. Kind of takes away from the finale a little bit to have like all these little ones go off afterwards. But that must be it. Yeah, we got up to over 1,200 viewers at one point, yeah. And the signal mostly held up. I saw it did sort of go into buffering zone there briefly, but thankfully it didn't stay there. So at least I know next year. But all the people who were sitting over here, they were all facing over there like they knew something. And then the fireworks went off in a completely different direction, and I was like, wait a second. Yeah, you're welcome. What's up, tripod? Now that the fireworks are over, so I'm walking amongst a crowd here, that's why. Yeah, have a good night, Toronto's doo-wop music guy.
Now I have internet. Thank the freaking Lord. Here, I got you, bro. Your mama got you. My little.
Alright, I'm going to walk back up to Queen Street. And I'll start making my way towards home, walking along Queen. Maybe I'll hop on a streetcar eventually. Hey, what is this? A super! First super of the stream. Budgie Flight, 10 bucks. Thanks for the coverage, Ken. Here's a little something for a treat. Hey, cheers to you, Budgie Flight. Whoa, it's too dark. I'm here in the dark, but thank you very kindly, Budgie Flight. That's much appreciated. Can you see me? Not much lighting here, as you can see. Plug in my power bank a bit better. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was a pretty good display, I thought. You know, it was almost 15 minutes long. The finale was good, but then I had that weird little whatever that was after the finale, but whatever. You're all very welcome. Happy Victoria Day. I guess tomorrow is just a regular day.
When I get there, where do I go?
It was a great weekend though, weather-wise, here in Toronto. It was like summer. I'm Knuff. I hope that was Knuff for all of you. I'm not going to end the stream just yet. We're going to keep on keeping on here for a bit longer. Going to keep on keeping on. Rolling, rolling. Rolling along Queen Street. Boom dum down, dum dum down, dum dum down, dum 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 down. Hey, sure thing, Debbie. Glad you loved it. Yeah, last year I streamed them also, but I had lots of connection problems. I was surrounded by many more humans last year. I didn't even bother going to check out the whole Drake thing at the CN Tower and the fireworks, because I knew Victoria Day was going to be right after that. Figured I'd save it for Victoria Day. Plus that day wasn't a day when I would stream most of the time, right? It was a Thursday. I could have if I wanted to, obviously, but I can stream any day I want. I do have a schedule of sorts, but I can change it at will, you know. If I want to stream 3 days in a row, I can stream 3 days in a row. But I usually stream 3 times a week. It's very busy, Bradley. Post fireworks crowds, you know. The streetcars get so full and backed up. Sometimes it's faster just walking. So I might end up walking all the way back home, which is downtown. I don't think my stream will last that long though. My phone will probably die before I get downtown, but we'll see how far I can get. Yeah, the thing about right now is since he just released that new album, or he has like 3 new albums or whatever, here in Toronto, that's all you hear everywhere now is his new songs, right? That's all you hear everywhere. So if you don't like it, you have no choice but to listen to it. I neither like nor dislike it, I guess, whatever. I'm not a Drake hater by any means, but I'm not like a Drake fan either. I'm just like, yeah, he's alright. He's just a dude. He reps Toronto. Gotta give him credit for putting Toronto on the map for rap music, right? Yeah, that was like 10 years ago when I released that album, right? Views, when we were sitting on top of the CN Tower on the observation pod. 10 whole years ago. Well, I'm sure Drake has a house in LA when he's in LA that he stays at. And then he has his house here. He probably has a couple other houses in a couple other cities. Or condos or whatever. Almost everyone in show business who doesn't live in LA full time probably has a place there that they can stay when they are there. Hey, Dennis. Yeah, the 4th of July is coming up. Canada Day on the 1st, July the 1st. I'm not sure what I'll be doing for Canada Day this year. Last year I went to Ottawa, the capital of Canada, to look at their big fireworks display, which was huge. Public order units moving in to clear the beach. Yeah, I guess they got to do that. I wonder if any utes ran wild this year. Usually you'll hear on the news like the next day if anything happened, you know. I don't think I'm going to go out of town for Canada Day this year. I'm not sure, but going to Ottawa was fun last year. I don't know if I want to do it again this year, though. Hey, KD Noodle. Sudden wind here. Are we going to get like a storm or something? Maybe that storm is going to hit. Suddenly got very windy. Like my hair is doing crazy things. Yeah, I got the wind hair going on here. The humidity and wind hair. Yeah, I've had this beard for a few weeks now. I trimmed it though, it was getting too bushy. So I had to kind of take the weed whacker to it to bring it down a little bit. I didn't want to look like a mountain man necessarily. I'm just walking towards home now, heading west on Queen Street. Going to be walking through Leslieville. Yeah, my beard got to the point where I could see it. I could sort of cast my eyes downward and I could see it on my own face. I could see it protruding into my field of vision. I was like, it's getting a bit bushy. Where's that weed whacker? Let's bring it down a few notches here. I have a little kit that I can use to trim my beard, so I put that to use. It's time for a rebrand, and maybe my rebrand is Beard Man. The Beard Continuum. I've never had like a long beard that hangs down. That's really not my cup of tea. Mine just sort of gets bushy and goes out. I guess eventually it would start to go down and look long, but I've never grown it that much before. I have a friend who's the same age as me, almost exactly the same age as me, just like a month apart. And he has long hair, like longer than my hair, and a beard, and it's all white. He has like white hair and a long white beard. He looks like a wizard, like he totally looks like a wizard. He's the same age as me. Yeah, his hair went gray and then white like years ago, like, you know, 10, 15 years ago it was happening. Hey, Van Smythe. I'm copper efficient because my hair is still dark. Yeah, no Wizard Ken. I have to like go gray or white before I can be Wizard Man, the Wizard Continuum. You can't be a proper wizard with the dark hair, right? Has to at least be gray. I'm gonna try something here. See, my gimbal's battery life is in the red here. So I have a power bank that has a built-in cable. So there we go. Whoops. Straighten out. There we go. So I just plugged in my gimbal to my power bank, and I also have my phone plugged into my power bank. Yeah, the broccoli haircuts are still popular, I guess. That's one thing that boys do tend to copy from other boys is hairstyles, right? They might not always copy things like their clothes and all that as much, but hairstyles are definitely a thing that they tend to copy. I've never had a real hairstyle. I've just always let my hair just grow and do its own thing. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long, sometimes it's in between, but I never style it really. It just lays on my head. Alright, it's quieting down here now, not so many people around anymore. We're walking through Leslieville on Queen Street, heading west. My plan is to see how far I can get. I live downtown. Will I make it all the way? We'll see. Might as well keep it going. I haven't seen one streetcar go past yet, right? They're probably all backed up and clogged. A lot of people are waiting there. Oh, it feels hot again now that I'm away from the lake. Like back.
I normally don't really want to go there to socialize either.
I'm gonna go along Queen.
Back on the main street here, it feels muggy as hell again.
I'll go with you. I just it's more traffic-y. They're not bike lanes.
Queen? Alright, fine, I'll check on that.
Yeah, it's just a little nicer for biking, but
Say hello to Leslie. Leslie, where are you? We're in your ville. Are there any Leslies watching or listening or lurking? I know a couple of Leslies in real life, I think. One's a Leslie with a Y, and the other one I think is a Leslie with an IE. Kind of like the neighborhood here. KD Noodle? That's you screaming? Knock it off already. People gotta work in the morning. I have a frozen pizza waiting. Maybe I do. Although, to be honest, the thought of turning on my oven to make a pizza doesn't really appeal to me too much tonight. I don't want to make my apartment any hotter than it already is. Probably eat my pizza and then take a shower after. I need ice cream, right? Maybe some creamsicles, that sounds good. Hey, Bill Chow. Do I like karaoke bar karaoke? Well, I never really do it. I never really go to karaoke bars. I like karaoke just to do for fun at home. Just with YouTube. I just go to the YouTube channels that have karaoke. I guess I've never really done real karaoke before. Butter pecan. When it's really hot and I want to eat something that's not warm, I usually get like a macaroni salad or something like that. Something that is cool going down, you know, but yet still filling. Everything else seems like you have to heat it up. A bowl of cereal, yeah, but that's not really a dinner type thing to me. I guess it could do the job, you know, if you're hungry and don't want to heat anything up. I guess that will do the job. Macaroni ice cream, ew. Coleslaw, yeah. Jeez, it's almost 11 o'clock. What the heck? I'm going to have a late dinner for sure tonight, later than normal even. Normally I eat my dinner at around 10:30 or 11. I think tonight it'll be more like 11:30 or 12. Hey, Ms. Carlson, beef roti. I prefer chana roti. Roti tastes good. Roti always tastes good, at least the kind that I get. Can't go wrong. What time to have breakfast and lunch? Well, I sleep in. I stay up late. I stay up till like 4:30 in the morning most of the time. And then I get out of bed at like noon, right? Maybe even 12:30. And then I just sort of hang around and wake myself up, you know, brush my teeth and all that kind of thing. And then maybe around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, I'll have my first meal, breakfast, I guess, which is in the middle of the afternoon. I'll have like a bowl of cereal. Around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, my Vector or whatever. And that'll be the first thing I eat. Hey, Mary Valencia, $6.99 for letting you watch the fireworks without having to leave your house. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people had the same experience on this hot and muggy day, so my pleasure. Glad I was able to show them to you. Thank you very kindly, Mary. Cheers to the support. Much appreciated. And then around 6 o'clock, I'll have something else to eat, like a sandwich, like peanut butter sandwich or something like that. Some juice, like lemonade, whatever. And if I do my workout, I'll usually do my workout around 6:30. So I'll do my workout and then I'll have a protein shake. It has bananas in it and sometimes like yogurt with soy milk. And I might have like a little treat or something sometime during the evening. And then, you know, 10 or 11 at night, I'll have my dinner, which is like pizza, pasta, whatever. Something big and heavy and filling. Hey, Fate Formula. And then maybe even later, around 1 in the morning, if I'm watching a movie or something, I'll have a snack, like something salty, like chips or crackers. Maybe I'll have like crackers with peanut butter and just like water to go with it. Or a glass of pop if I'm having chips. But I usually only have chips on weekends, like Fridays or Saturdays. Same with pop. I don't drink pop on weekdays usually. I like all kinds of pasta. I'm not too choosy. I usually buy rotini though, or shells most of the time. Rotini. Alright, we're at Carla. Yeah, sometimes I have mashed potatoes also as my dinner. I don't always just have pizza or pasta. That's just what I tend to talk about the most. I mix it up. I buy things like blueberries and, you know, I have tomatoes usually. Like a toasted tomato sandwich. I used to eat a lot of veggie burgers and veggie dogs, but now they're not so easy to buy anymore at the grocery store, at least not the ones I like. I rarely have lasagna. I like it though. That's like a rare occasion if I have lasagna. Usually it's like something at my sister's house. She's making dinner and she invites me over for dinner or something. Vegetarian lasagna. Because she's a vegetarian also. Alright, we're still walking through Leslieville. Here's the Value Village coming up. Hey, Duke Halliday. Hey, welcome. Still got like almost 500 people watching. Thank you everyone for sticking it out with me tonight. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Maybe you've been watching and enjoying. Maybe you want to see more. Well, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you can check out future streams. I go live 3 times a week usually. Just walking around and talking, mostly in Toronto here. Sometimes I go to other cities. I have been all across Canada really, except for the maritime provinces. But I've been to Vancouver, did streams there, Edmonton, Calgary. Haven't done Winnipeg, but I've been to Ottawa, Montreal, and around Ontario, you know, Hamilton, Kitchener, Ottawa, North Bay, my hometown, Guelph, Niagara Falls. So I get around a little bit, around the country anyway. There are playlists on my channel of all the places I've been. And when I do visit another city, I usually like to ride their transit, so you'll find videos of me taking a ride on their transit systems. Mainly like light rail if they have it, or subway like Montreal, SkyTrain Vancouver, you know. I find the transit videos tend to get views like for years afterwards. They're kind of like evergreen videos. You can post it and it'll do all right in the first week or so. And then it'll die down, but then it'll just continue getting views that gradually accumulate over the next several years, you know. And then next thing you know, you look at it and it might have like 50,000 views or something. It's like, holy, just video has Just been racking up the views here. Like transit videos and shopping mall videos. They tend to be evergreen like that. Yeah, I did a ride on the Kitchener light rail for a video. The Ion. And my video I just did of the well a few days ago, that one's racking up some decent views. It might pass 10K for the next day or so maybe. Once again, it's a mall video. Mr. Smile MC, hello. Looks like we're about to hit 3 hours. That's normal for me lately, right? Doing a 3-hour stream, that's nothing unusual now. Alright, we're coming into Riverside, so we're leaving Leslieville. Getting closer to downtown. Yeah, now that's a normal stream. It never used to be. It used to be more like 2 to 2.5 hours was a normal stream for me. Now it's getting closer to 3 to 3.5 hours. But I have the data, I might as well use it. I have way more data than I use every month. I'm paying for it, I might as well use it. My phone is at 24%. I might make it over the river into downtown. Then I'll be very close to home. Can we make it over the river? Gigs. I have 200 gigs of high-speed data every month that I can use for streaming. I never use anywhere close to 200 though. Like that's the high-speed data, plus I have unlimited data at lower speeds, but the high-speed data is what you need for live streaming. Thanks. I might have heard somewhere that you like the Terminator, Gertish. I'm not sure where I heard that. I thought I heard that somewhere. And I heard that you also might be a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Unless I misheard. He must have been jealous when T-Shods walked right past him, right? Another local YouTuber, streamer, T-Shods, was walking on Victoria Street by Massey Hall, and she walked right past Arnold Schwarzenegger, but she didn't realize it at the time. It was only afterwards that she saw who it was. Hey Richard, how you doing? All right, at Broadview. Prohibition, refined cocktails and cuisine. Oof, my gimbal holding hand is getting numb. I'm holding both my gimbal and my big massive power bank in one hand here together. My thumb is pressing quite hard to keep this grip, and my thumb is starting to feel numb. That's right, one of the perils of live streaming, you get the numb thumb. Doctor, I got a streaming numb thumb. We crossed the river? No, but it's right up ahead. It's right up ahead. Oi, the river! It's right up there. Well, at least my gimbal is charging up. It was about to die. That's why I had to plug it into my power bank here. So I got two things plugged into my power bank now. But this gimbal is heavy duty. It can take it. It can charge a MacBook, you know. That's how much juice this power bank has. I can charge my MacBook Pro with this thing. Hey Matthew, the fireworks were good. They were actually, you know, quite decent. You can rewind the stream if you want, or check out the replay. And the signal held up. One little bit of buffering maybe, but that was about it. You need a power bank powerful enough to charge your laptop, Kaylee? Yeah, this thing is thick. It's thick and heavy. All right, going over the river, over the Don Valley, back into downtown. Oh, I had a laptop like that. I just had to keep it plugged in permanently. like plugged into the wall. If I unplugged it, it would instantly turn off. It would just die instantly. It had no juice left whatsoever in its battery. Just nothing. It's just constantly plugged in. Hey, thanks, Edward. Although this is not Johnny, but thanks anyway. I'll pass that on to Johnny. There's the Sky Tower. And the other tower. All right, coming into downtown. Stream is still going. Look at the streetcar. I'm so glad I didn't decide to wait for the streetcar. Yes, this is the late edition. That's the late edition with the Ken Continuum theme song. I might have borrowed that from another late night show, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Holy, my thumb is numb. Let me change my hand, my grip here. Hey, it's Fusilli Ristorante. Not to be confused with Fusilli Jerry. We don't sound like each other. No, although some people have said we do, and I'm like, really? I don't think we do. Maybe the way we speak might be similar at times, but our voices don't sound the same. Here's where Dan Aykroyd used to live, right in one of these buildings across the street here. That's where he first met John Belushi. John Belushi came to a party that Dan Aykroyd was throwing there across the street. And that's where they first met. And of course, later on, they became the Blues Brothers. So the Blues Brothers would not have happened if not for John Belushi being in Toronto and meeting Dan Aykroyd there. Hey, Moonlin. And Mr. Smile, hello, welcome back. Some sumac. So we got Regent Park up that way. We're in Corktown right now. This part of Queen Street is within Corktown. Do I just feel rain? Am I feeling rain? I am. I'm feeling rain. It's happening. The rain is happening. I feel so sweaty and gross though. I don't really mind if it rains on me. I just don't want my gadgets to get all wet. Yeah, it's quiet. It's Victoria Day late night. Late night on a holiday Monday. Not too much going on. At least on this part of Queen Street. This part of Queen Street is quiet most of the time anyway. This is one of the quietest stretches of major street in the downtown area here. It's busier just to the south on King Street and Front Street. Hey, legend. What am I doing tomorrow? I think I'm going to do nothing. I'll do nothing tomorrow. I have some videos I already have in the bank, so I don't need to go out and record any videos. I think I have enough videos to last me until Saturday, actually. Like pre-recorded videos, right? Hey, I smell skunk. Keep away. Have a good night, Susie. I guess it is getting pretty late now. I don't often stream this late. Not because I'm afraid to or anything. I just usually stream earlier in the evening. I think someone said something like I'd be afraid to stream late at night. Pfft, not even. Why? Hey, Han. I am feeling pretty gross though. Hey Matthew, you've seen me in Cabbagetown. Well, you're always welcome to say hello. I am often there. I live just down the street from Cabbagetown, basically, just about a 5-minute walk away from Parliament Street. Ooh, I kind of wish I had my AC installed now. It'd be so nice to walk into a nice, cool apartment, right? But I'm going to be walking into a hot and muggy and gross apartment. Not really looking forward to that. It'll probably feel muggier and hotter inside my apartment than it does out here. Alright, we're at Parliament Street. Yeah, here's where I got my roti. And before that, another time I got a double there. Because they have rotis and doubles. How convenient. Alright, up Parliament, north we go. Kind of going towards Cabbagetown, but this is more like Moss Park. I'm currently walking through, or into, I guess. Coming into Moss Park. Keeping an eye on my battery, it's at 17% on my phone now. Once it gets to about 10%, I might have to, you know, pull the plug. Right, Shooter Street. These are the Moss Park apartments right here. Ugh, I feel so sticky. Isn't that a great feeling? The rain that started just stopped. We had a few sprinkles and it just stopped. At least I'm not going to get caught in the rain, I guess. Although, like I said, I wouldn't really mind getting rained on, but not while I'm streaming, though. Well, I'm definitely taking a shower. A nice, cool shower, too, I think. Or lukewarm. Because I basically walked from downtown to the beaches, or, you know, the sort of western edges of the beaches area, and then back again. Moss Park Apartments. These have a bad reputation here, these apartments. They've had a bad reputation for decades. They're kind of like old school projects. The kind that Regent Park was known for. But now Regent Park has been mostly redeveloped. But the Moss Park apartments are still there. See the top of the tower. At the top of the tower. Whew. And there's the sky tower with the green crane. I need to go to Island Foods. I would. It's just kind of far. Kind of far just to go have a roti all the way over there. I have to sort of plan it as part of an outing or something, you know. Cheers, Paradigm. At Sherborne Street. Shooter and Sherborne. Not the best intersection, but not as bad as Dundas and Sherborne or Queen and Sherborne. It's in between those two. Almost home. We still got close to 400 people watching. Nice old row houses. Stinky garbage truck. Man, that thing reeked to high heaven. Those dudes who are in that truck all day, they must have to take some major showers when they get home from a shift, right? Like in the summertime. I imagine that smell just sticks to them. They should be paid as much as possible. I think they do get paid fairly well, but they should probably make twice as much as what they're currently making. Hey, Hector. Yeah, we're coming back from the fireworks. I was all the way at Woodbine Park. Watch the fireworks. And we're just about at 3.5 hours. I think that will be a good time to wrap up the stream because I'm just about 1.5 blocks from home here. We made it. My phone's still alive. It's at 14%. But thank you all for joining me for the Victoria Day fireworks stream. It was a lot of fun. We successfully streamed the fireworks. I had a pretty good view, although I had to move around a bit once the fireworks began to get myself a better view. So maybe the first few minutes I was walking past trees and stuff, but we eventually did find a good spot. Hope you all enjoyed. The signal held up. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching, you know. Thanks to all the new viewers who popped in. And maybe some of you all subscribed, so thank you for that as well. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. Hit the notification bell, as I mentioned, if you do want to catch more streams. My next stream will be on Wednesday. You know, weather permitting and all that. So hope to see you there for that. And tomorrow evening I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video around 7:15 or thereabouts in the evening. So that one is not live, but there'll be a live chat. As we watch the video, I'll be in the chat. So hope to see you there for that too. So thank you all once again. Channel members, all the regulars, new subscribers, mods, and all those who sent support with super chats, super stickers, or any PayPal donations that I might not have seen yet. I usually check after the stream if any of those came through, so thank you in advance if there are. Yeah, good times. Now I'm gonna shower and eat and try to survive a hot, sweaty night in my apartment here. Stay cool, everyone. I think it's going to cool off in the next couple of days. Unless you like this kind of weather. Alright, until next time, I will continue. And you can see how sweaty I am. Holy moly. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. And I got the humidity hair going on here, too. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Rebecca, have a good night. Sapand, have a good night. I don't know if you guys were lurking, maybe. Alright. That's a yoink. I'm like 2 minutes from home, so it's all good.